A couple things I didn't mention in that prior video is I didn't save out this new version again in front of you. So off screen, I saved this out as an Illustrator file and changed it back to black because I wanted to point out I changed the thickness of the stroke. The stroke was originally 1 pixel, and I thought that was too dense. I wanted it to be a finer line, and so I did change that to 0.5. 0.5 is not a magic number. Maybe for some designs, 2 pixels is better. So just know this isn't a hard and fast instruction. This is just my choice for working with this file. Excuse me. Now back to Photoshop. As I said in the prior video, this is 2,500 pixels square. So that's what's going on here. I want you to understand that 2,500 pixels is not the perfect size. It was just, I wanted something that was decent size that I could use. If I was doing this for commercial work, it'd probably be more like 5,000. So just saying, 2,500 is just fine for you guys. Now, what's with this gradient? And how did I get that there? I haven't shown you guys that, so I'll just make a new layer above my white pixels and click on the gradient tool. It's right here. Okay, gradient tool, and up pops the different gradients you can choose from, which are the black and white ones work really good for masking. The rest of these are kind of hideous. So I went ahead and clicked on this little gear and said, show me pastels. Okay, and I'll append it instead of replacing it. So these are the pastels. And you can see I just click and drag across. Now, picking any one of these and you click and drag, okay? And you get pastels. If you drag shorter, you get a different effect. If you click on one of these other guys, you get a different effect. So I wanted something that was, you can experiment with these. I wanted something that kind of was a smooth gradient, but I didn't pick this one right here. I'm going to hit delete to get rid of it and turn this layer on so you can see it's very subtle, and that's because the blend mode I chose was color. There are harsher effects you can get. This is just the way I worked. Then I made an everything layer, turned it into a smart object, took it into Camera Raw, and you can see I kind of beefed it up. I'm starting to blow out colors. I'm going to hit V so I get my arrow tool, the move tool, excuse me. Starting to blow out colors here, but I knew I could fix that. So I took this into the blur gallery, okay? This is a path blur, and it's a subtle path blur. And I thought, hey, this is giving me some really interesting things that I think I can make use of. And I went ahead, I don't know if I showed you, that this is a normal blend mode, and this one I switched to luminosity. When you run through the blend modes, there are other really interesting effects that I could have went with. So this is luminosity. Some of the other effects and this is luminosity with normal. This is pin light with subtract. And then this one is just working with those two and saying, what can I do there? And you can see this is a normal blend mode, just took it into Camera Raw. I'm looking at some of this detail going, yeah, this is kind of cool. How do I pull it out? And so this is a hard light. This is hard light from way down here where I was going through and I made the luminosity and pin light. This is hard light from that blend mode down there. So naming these things is really a good idea. And I thought, if I take the hard light and put it on luminosity, I start to pull out detail, but it's really dark. So I made an everything layer, took it into Camera Raw, and brought out detail. And notice that those hot spots that used to exist aren't there anymore. We're getting these neat little breaks in the lines. We've got this suggestion of volume. And I just thought this was beautiful, for lack of a better word. And I can't wait to play and experiment more with this app, this mysterious app I really don't know how to use yet. So I'll be learning from you guys, and Camden will shake his head when he watches this video going, No, 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 no. Here's how it works. And he'll teach us all. But for now, have fun with your portal version of CircleGen.